Okay, we're here with writer and director Tony Germanario and producer George Storr from the movie Bad Frank at the London Filmmaker Festival 2017. Thanks for joining me so much today, guys.
Good to be back.
Thanks for having us.
Congratulations on the nominations, of course, and congratulations on the wins that you had, of course, in Milan.
Thank you.
So yeah, just for anyone that wouldn't know, if you could just kind of give a quick outline of the movie itself, quick synopsis.
Sure,
great.
Sure. Bad Frank is about a gentleman who has impulse control disorder. And he had a very rough life where he ruined a lot of his older relationships. And now that some time has passed, he's medicated, he's trying to kind of right the wrongs of his past. And just as he's about to clean everything up, he goes off his medication and everything goes on a downward spiral after he runs into an old boss.
I see.
So it becomes Bad Frank from there.
Quite dark.
Yes.
Quite a dark
Little
story.
dark.
Absolutely, yeah. So where did that come from? Where did the story kind of germinate from? Because I believe, sorry, I'll say that because I believe you've done some kind of rom-coms and stuff in the past, right?
I had done a rom-com
slightly
before
lighter.
that, yeah. I guess it's my release, because I don't tend to dream very much. Every once in a while I'll wake up with just a thought, and that was a thought. It actually popped up one day as just a kidnap idea, because there's a kidnapping in the film that is a good portion of the film, and that's really where it started, and then from there we just kind of germinated the rest of the idea from there. So it's very, very dark. People think I'm a little out there. So
that's great. And is this the first movie that you guys have collaborated on? Is it, or have you worked together before?
This was the first that we really worked this intimately on.
Well,
Yes, exactly. We've done some things in the past, that were more on a peripheral level, but this was our first sort of passion project, and something that we really kind of put together ourselves. And that was what we've kind of learned in the past by not really having a strong role. We kind of sat in the back, and things didn't turn out the way we liked maybe on some past projects. So this one, Tony kind of took the reins, and I took his lead on that, and we really kind of put together a project that we're really proud of now.
Yeah, well, it's obviously done well at these festivals, and have you toured it around other festivals as well? Is it?
Yeah, we've won some awards at some other festivals as well back in the States. So we're it's been a great run so far, and we're just in the process of getting distribution right now. So I had email last night, which is kind of finalizing the deal. So so we're right there.
That's great news. That's great news.
Thank you.
So talking about, obviously, if anyone were to look at the IMDb listings, the name that stands out is, and the actor that won Best Supporting Actor in Milan Festival at the end of 2016, Tom Sizemore.
Yes.
How did that kind of come about? How did you manage to get that kind of name to be attached to the film?
It's all about who you know. So we knew someone who knew Tom, and we were catching him at a good time. He was looking for a really solid project he could sink his teeth into. And Tom's obviously a big name. He's a busy guy. We happened to catch him at a right time where we had a week off. We flew him in, and George was actually on Tom Sizemore duty.
Oh, really?
So I think he'll tell you some great stories after a couple of pints that'll be interesting. But he read the script. He loved the script. He came up on set, and this is actually the first time I had directed. So we had it planned out through the schedule that he would come in about midway through the shoot. So I would be able to have a couple of days kind of working with actors and getting my feet under me before we get started. But of course, schedules changed, and it turned out Tom showed up on day one. So my first scene that I ever directed was with Tom Sizemore.
Wow.
And he was directed by Oliver Stone and Steven Spielberg and others. And me, so it was a little intimidating, but
that's a hell of a club to be part of.
I'll take it.
Absolutely.
But he was great. I mean, he could not have been better. We had one night shoot where we're out in the rain and the mud, and he said, "You want the matte style?" I was like, "No, fuck it, let's do it live. Come on, let's do it." And he was terrific. Did a great job.
Fantastic. Do you think that maybe having Tom attached, do you think that's led to a bit of the success, or is that maybe being a little bit harsh on obviously the other cast and crew that have done many other projects themselves and they're fantastic actors and actresses?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think the reality is that Tom Sizemore, a name like that, is going to get people's attention. Here's someone who, as Tony said, was directed by Oliver Stone. Steven Spielberg worked next to Tom Hanks, so he has people's attention, and it was really kind of interesting how he kind of brought things together. There were some people who were kind of in awe of someone who had so much of a history, and he just kind of was one of the guys on the set, and he was one of us, and he was a pleasure to work with, and he really kind of brought the crew together and kind of made it seem like, we're part of a team. This is really an us project, not we have an outsider coming in. It was really a group effort that really kind of made it so successful, I think.
I think he helped really elevate the performances too, right? Because when you have someone of that caliber, everyone else has to step up their game.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And it actually allows the other people to shine a little bit, because when you have a name that people then go, "Oh, I want to see this because Tom's in it," they're able to see all the other people that actually have done such a great job, and I think we're very fortunate to get so many good people with great performances. So it worked out really
wonderful,
well.
wonderful. Obviously, in this particular festival, the London Festival, you got lead actor, obviously nominated as well.
Yeah,
another
Kevin
wonderful
Interdonato.
performance.
Yeah, he did a fantastic job. He's very method in the way he does things. So while we were on set, he was kind of in Bad Frank mode. So you kind of steered away from him a little bit unless it was really important. We kind of gave him his space, and he he slept on the floor in a garage because he wanted to keep himself uncomfortable the whole time. So he did a good job.
It must be tough to kind of get into that mindset though, to kind of go down that dark route. I can imagine.
Yeah, as someone who's never acted, I've always wondered, what does it take to get into that space?
Yeah.
And, he said for a week before the film, he said, "Don't call me, don't talk to me. I gotta start prepping and get myself ready." And he was ready.
So what's next for you guys? I believe you're working on things that are kind of coming to fruition right now.
Yeah, we're actually we have a project prepped right now. It's all about the funding. If we can get the funding, we're ready to go.
Always, yeah.
So Lynn Mancinelli, who's in the film, she plays Crystal, the daughter of the bad guy, if you will. We wrote a script called The Price for Silence, which is somewhat similar in genre. It's a rape revenge story. So it's about a woman who was raped when she was a teen, and her parents took money in order to keep quiet. So 15 years later, the father's passed away, and she comes home to confront her family and confront the rapists and the people that kind of covered everything up. So Lynn is a very courageous actress, and she did great in Bad Frank, and she's actually pushing us on the script. So as we were kind of putting the script together, she's like, "We should go further, we should do more, go darker, do this." So who am I to, who am I to get in the way of the process of that? So
absolutely.
and she's just terrific. She's been so supportive of the role, and we're starting to pull some pieces together. So we're already getting some visibility with people that we hadn't had before, mainly because we've had success in festivals like this and others. So being a part of the festival is actually a great thing for us because it gives us exposure that we wouldn't have had in other genres.
Absolutely, yeah, of course. And so looking at the experiences with Bad Frank, which is probably, would you say, the biggest project you've done so far? I know you did a few things before that, but I guess Bad Frank...
Not the biggest budget, but I'd say it's done the best so far. Yeah, I mean, I think we learned a lot from the previous project that we did. I wrote a script that we kind of produced, but we didn't have that much of a hand in the way it went. And I think certain people did a great job. Other people were more in it for the money than anything else.
Right.
So we learned a lot from that, and we took that into this experience. So we spent about a third of the money, maybe. I think maybe even a little bit less, but I think it looks way better than the other one did. Just because, again, we had some people that were involved that weren't really into the project itself. They were more just for the paycheck. But you live and you learn, right?
Absolutely.
And with what we learned, that's sort of our business model, that with what little budget we had, and we were able to achieve such a great thing with this project, we're like, well, imagine what we could do with this much more.
Right,
We've learned so much along the way that we're just going to keep elevating, keep moving up.
I guess that kind of answered my question. I was going to say, what would you take into this next project, working together more closely and having had the success you've had with Bad Frank, but I'm sure there were things that you were thinking, Jesus, I'd love to have done that differently,
Oh yeah.
What would you be looking at in the next project that you can make sure that it's way more streamlined and more successful even,
I think there are a couple of things. Well, first of all, the way we wrote the next script, we basically looked at who do we know, what locations do we have that we know we can get. Like we know we can get a funeral home. So we wrote a script, a scene that actually takes place in a funeral home because we know it'll look creepy and it'll look great. So, so we're able to do that sort of thing. And I think a lot of the post process, I think we learned a lot again from that because we weren't as involved in the post process in the last time. But as far as editing and sound design and things like that, we did a lot here. But I think now that we know a lot more about the process, we can handle it better. Because I think the team did a fantastic job. But a lot of it was, feeling each other out and kind of testing and everything. And now that we have a better sense of how those things work, I think we can hit the ground running a lot easier in the next one.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, good luck.
Thank you very much.
The awards coming up, guys. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Appreciate
Thanks
it.
for having
so
us.
much.
Great to see you guys.
Great.
You too.
Excellent.
I just don't know what to do right now. I need help.
Frankie, I don't know what to tell you, man. I got nothing else to give you.
Dad.
I've done everything I
Dad,
can.
come on.
Frankie.
I don't know what to do. Please.
Some things you're gonna have to figure out for yourself, Frankie.
Figure out for myself.
Yeah.
And you hear what I just fucking said?
Frankie.
You hear what I just said? What you want to say what I said?
Let go of my arm.
That's my wife and I'm your fucking son.
Let go of my arm, Frankie.
I'm your fucking son. You know what to help me? I'm your fucking son.
Frankie, stop! Let him go, Frankie! Stop!
Come here. Fuck over here, you fucking piece of shit. I'll kill you, you fucking goddamn motherfucker. That's my fucking daughter, you goddamn motherfucker. I'll kill you, you son of a bitch. Look at me. No. Say thank you, God. You're with a fucking goddamn psychopath right now. You're with me now. You ain't over there. You ain't in high school. I gotta realize I'm a kid by accident. I gotta keep you alive. I need to find my daughter, okay? Okay, say thank you, God.
Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you,
Now we're
God.
getting somewhere. Okay? I fear him. Now, when I show him this, you will wish you never were born.
He's gonna give you something that you'll never, no one ever fucking ever know about. And he ain't gonna let you die.
Okay, gonna cut off your arms, your legs, your fucking eyes, take your fucking arms off your dick, and then put you in the corner like, keep your brain intact though. Put you in the corner like a fucking plant and piss on you. You get it? You don't know shit about him. But you're gonna find the fuck out.